Maybe the reason why my mom tried so hard in my childhood to destroy the relationship that I had with my dad was because she was jealous. I've been reflecting on what my mom's childhood was like, and she used to tell me that she would sit by the window for hours waiting for my grandpa to show up to pick her up, and he would never show up.
I spent 20 years believing my dad was a monster, and I thought I was protecting myself by staying away from him. Then, one day, at 28 years old, something cracked, and I realized I had been lied to.
When I was a kid, I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was a kid, my mom told me that my dad wasn't there when I was born. She told me that he was on a golf trip instead. She told me that he chose golf over me. He was not there when I was born. Okay? So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, well, you know, my mom thinks my dad has his priorities twisted. Maybe he does. I saw my dad every other weekend, you know, custody battle things, whatever. When I got older, my dad ended up getting custody of me. When I was 14, he walked out of his room one night wearing a set of scrubs. And I said, why are you wearing those scrubs? You've never worked in a hospital. And he said, this is what I was wearing the day you were born. In that one moment, a lie that I had believed my entire life unraveled in front of me. My mom had told me that my own father was not present at my birth because he chose a golf tournament instead of being there when I was born. But he walked out of his bedroom wearing the scrubs he was wearing when I was born. My point is, the truth always comes out.
When my mom had put me in the oven when I was little because I wouldn't stop crying, she was legitimately getting ready to cook me. And so my dad, you know, gets me and gets her and gets me and him out of the kitchen, and she follows him with a frozen can of Donald Duck orange juice and starts like beating the tar out of him. So he's trying to save me and put me in his Bronco and get me out of there. Like, she's like beating him up and like chasing him and saying, you know, he couldn't take me, but obviously she wasn't fit to have me at that time. And still obviously I've never stopped crying. I cried all morning this morning. So anyways, in efforts to save me from being cooked, he got whooped, and I got out of the oven, and he went to some classes, and things are fine now. He's a working professional. But had I not had those documents, I would have never known any of that.
Let's say you get married. Will you keep your last name or hyphenate in marriage?
I think I'll keep my last name.
You'll keep your last name?
Yeah. Girl. Just because my mom did.
She didn't hyphenate?
Nope.
What about for the kids? Do you have hyphenated?
I have my dad's.
You have your, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the point of that? You
raised your hand to all of my previous questions. Men should pay on first dates. Men should provide, protect. Men should be chivalrous. Husband should be willing to die, protect. I don't know. If you want your husband to die for you, you got to take his last name.
Yeah.
I feel like
at minimum.
What do men get? Women don't want to take the last name. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. What are men getting for all the traditional things that men do?
Nothing. Yeah. Like, why won't you take the last name?
I like my last name.
Even if the guy has a really bad last name and your last name is the dopest last name ever, sorry.
I got a bone to pick with y'all men.
No, you don't. You just got your hair done and you feeling yourself. But it's okay. We're going to entertain it. Your discretion's advised.
Why is it that y'all like to throw out compliments to women, telling them how beautiful they are and how you like the way they look and blah, 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 but you don't ask for their number?
To put it plain and simple, a compliment means nothing to a woman that gets them on a regular nowadays. It only holds value if it's attached to some kind of dollar amount, and I don't understand why. This isn't the early 2000s where you can compliment a woman and she truly appreciate it and be okay with you starting a conversation. Or we understand that getting this woman's number is going to come with some kind of bills eventually. Let's say you get that number, you hit her up the next day, magically she's going to be short $500 for her rent. And now she's expecting you to come out of pocket for it. And keep in mind, those compliments you was giving her didn't end when you first met her. They continue out through the conversation that y'all was having. And as soon as you disregard that $500 request, now you broke. Now all those compliments become a weapon for her to use against you because you didn't want to give her $500 of your own money. It sounds a little something like, oh, you like me, you think I'm beautiful, you think you want to be with me, but you don't want to pay my bills? Something like that.
Like, can you tell me why that is? You just want to be nice, throw out a compliment today, or you're scared? Which one is it?
It's definitely not men being scared. Contrary to popular belief, most men are not afraid of rejection. But the fact still remains, the art of getting a woman's number is not what it used to be. And I am wise enough to understand that this is not every woman, and I believe there are some women still out there that are willing to have a conversation with a man that compliments them. However, there are enough breezies screaming from the rooftops saying, my number costs $500 out the gate. Hey, I did a video on this very app where a woman told a young man it was $20 just to speak to her, let alone get her number. But besides all of that, there are generally men that just want to give a compliment. They thought you looked nice in the moment, they just wanted to let you know. It's a healthy way to push back positivity into our dating ecosystem. Every compliment does not come with a motive. Some are just genuine compliments. And I think as people, we need to do a better job at normalizing compliments and making them go back to what they used to be for us. But you know what? Knowing y'all ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
2025. Why can't my car touch something? Why is it so bad that when my car taps something, the side caves in? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why aren't our best and brightest brains being put towards fixing that issue? You're telling me every time I tap another car in a parking lot, every time I back up into a wall or a pole or something of that nature, my entire car caves in and breaks. Why aren't they stronger? Why aren't they stronger? Why can't they touch things? Is this a stupid question? Like, so many things are so durable. Why can't cars be durable? Yes, this is coming from a girl who's put thousands of dollars into repairing her car after hitting things. Why don't they make cars out of the same stuff they make, like, planes out of? I don't know what planes are made out of, but I'm sure they're strong as fuck. I'm sure rocks in the sky are like, there's not rocks in the sky, but I'm sure things hit the planes. No, I'm sounding really stupid right now. I'm really smart.
We're not gonna make it, are we?
You know, I kind of agree with her. A lot of these cars are complete plastic, right? That's number one. Number two, I know she's probably joking. I think she's probably joking. But I see, not specifically for her, but for women in large, at large in society, I should say, they want training wheels. They want the man to provide for them an easy life to where if they get too much into trouble, there's always something to bail them out. They want to live life, like Myron says a lot of times, on easy mode. And that's essentially what she's talking about. Things that I really don't have to think too hard about using. They don't really break. I could honestly destroy this thing or do my best and it doesn't break. That's what they're looking for. Just really going to trash stuff and hoping that it's good enough to withstand my beating.
I am in love with two men at once and I don't know what to do. I've never been so happy in my life. I'm in this, like, I get to pick. I make the rules now. I'm in love with both and I'm not going to decide in the next 24 hours.
I'll decide for you. Guys, if you recognize this woman, just know she's not only dating you. So make your choice wisely. I hope having 3.3 million followers, at least one of the boys follows me and sees this. Just so karma or justice could be served. Because just don't want anyone to get their heart broke here.
Bro, people be wanting to be a victim so bad. Check this old cap ass out.
Why do men get full coverage options while women wear less? In beach volleyball and track, for example, male designated uniforms are long tank tops and long shorts, while women are forced to wear bikinis and what they call bums.
Now let me just stop your loaded baked potatoes, stale bag of Ruffles eating ass right there. There ain't a single in college forced to wear it. If you ever see a girl in track that wear these, they chose to wear those. Even for men, we don't even have to wear these stupid ass tights. We can wear split shorts instead. So I don't know what the your ostrich omelet eating, a mountain hiking ass even talking about.
Same sport, completely different standards. If minimal gear improved performance, then men would wear it too. But they don't. Difference isn't performance, it's outdated standards. Female athletes deserve to choose what gives them confidence in comfort. Comment next down below if you want to help female athletes get the gear that they deserve.
And that video she just made just goes to prove that feminist that they be trying to push is forced. That shit fake, that shit cap. Nobody ain't forcing them to wear nothing. Your ass could literally in college go out there dressed just like this if you were against all the uniforms. Now granted, your ass might get done like this. But you can always wear what you want to wear. You ain't forced to wear nothing.
So this man wants to do with his wife, and she thinks that recording a video and posting it on TikTok is more important. And so what she does, She recorded him, asked him what he wanted, asked him what he said. He told her, and then she posted it online, basically trying to embarrass him for wanting to do the do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what did you say?
How was the lie?
No, what did you say before that?
What?
What did you say before that?
I'm gonna take my walk.
Before that.
You want to do it?
Right.
What's wrong with that?
What did you expect me to say? I said no, but what did you expect me to say?
I never know. What difference does it make?
Well, it makes a lot of difference.
You're making a video. I gotta take my walk.
Okay, good.
He's a bit slow today, so he's in my room right now.
I'm slow today too. I think it's in the weather.
Oh, that's perfect for you too.
I'm slow, you're slow, we're all slow.
What?
I guess you're slow too because you're not going for your walk.
I've been waiting for you to finish.
For what?
Because I don't want to necessarily leave him alone.
The disrespect.
I gotta go clean the showers. Just put him out in the living room because I'm in and out.
I'll put him out there when I go on the walk.
Yeah. Anyway, exciting times over here. Just off the live and catching up with emails and TikToks and anyway, that's what I get. You want to do it? Marriage 101. There you have it.
No woman ever left a man because he's broke. She leaves when she feels disrespected, unappreciated, and unloved. Money does not keep a woman.
Say those things if I don't do anything to you that threatens your life.
Guess what?
You're broken up with me now, right? Okay. Stop being this fucking dramatic.
You're filming us, like, stop.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Where do I start with this one? Let's unpack this together, shall we? You've got a man sitting down and his woman is literally screaming in his face. He is shaking, literally trembling, and you can see his whole nervous system shutting down. This man is having a nervous breakdown in public, and he's not man enough to tell her to shut up and get her attitude in check. He just sits there and takes it while she verbally him right in front of everybody. Now think about that for a second. If this is what they do in public, what the hell happens in private? Because if she's comfortable humiliating him like this outside, it's probably 10 times worse at home. This is completely opposite of what a real masculine man and a real feminine woman looks like. Everything is reversed. She's the aggressor. He's the one collapsing. There's no strength in him and no softness in her. Just pure chaos. And like I always say, polarity will always find its way. When you flip the roles like this, the relationship becomes a disaster. This isn't passion. This isn't communication. This is just straight up dysfunction, and you guys need to do better.
I do think that they need to do better, but I also think that, or I've seen that there have been a lot of men in this position to where they're trying to keep it together. I'm trying to keep from snapping. Well, you're not alpha enough. You're not masculine enough. No, for you, I'm too masculine, and I'm trying to let you off the hook right now. But you're not taking the hint that it's time to be quiet. It could be that. I'm not joking with you. Unfortunately, and I'm thinking about a situation right now, unfortunately, the man continued to say, hey, chill out for literal years. Take it easy. And I'm not saying that he's perfect. I'm just saying for years, he said, hey, you need to calm down. But she thought she was big and bad enough to be all up in his face, just like this woman is right here. And unfortunately, it did not end well for her. Thank God she's still alive. But for a little while, it was looking pretty grim.
Oh, man, I think I forgot my wallet. We're right here. I'm going to go see if they got it, all right? Okay.
Shit, hey, what's up, man?
I got a man.
Oh, he got you out here by yourself?
I would never. Roll with me, baby. Come on, let's go get something to eat.
I cannot find my wallet.
This got you in Temu clothes. If you want to stay with the struggle, I ain't gonna stop you.
Your man got you on food stamps? That's crazy. Let me call someone real quick.
Damn, your man got you out here allowing men to talk to you? I would never.
A wallet?
Yeah. Like a brown one?
Your man got you working? Crazy.
Hey, I'm sorry about the wait. I couldn't find my
Don't touch me. You got me a broke bitch in T-Mobile clothes. Bitch can walk past me. EBT? You got me on EBT? Working? Wait. I'm supposed to be your queen. No, let me finish. I'm supposed to be your queen. A black queen at that.
What is you talking about? I work 2 jobs and pay all the bills. I leave you for 5 minutes to find my wallet and you let get in your head?
Work 3. Work 3 jobs. Work 4, 5, 6. I don't care. Like Kendrick, it's not enough. Work 3 jobs. Okay? Come on. Figure it out. Get me off of EBT. I don't want to work. Don't want to look dusty.
You know what your problem is? You need to stop letting other men get into your head. If I'm a good man, then take your good man and be happy with it. But instead, you out here seeking attention like Aisha or Jada. Get it together. You got 100% whole chocolate milk right here, but you gonna leave me for that 2% bull. I just bought you a Valentino. You know what? Keep the purse. Find you who works 3 jobs, 4 jobs, because it's not enough. Trick.
And I will find another one. Treat me like a black queen. Okay? I'm gonna find them. They gonna come. They gonna come. Are they? You know what? They not. You was a good man. Babe!
If like I went over to a guy's house and he'd be like, oh, can you do my laundry? I'd be like, no. Maybe if I were in like a long-term relationship with him and I lived with him, yeah, for sure.
So should men wait until they're in long-term relationships and only start paying for dates then?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
You don't know?
I mean, no, I do know. I mean,
should men withhold chivalry until the woman's his girlfriend?
I don't think they would get into a relationship if they didn't have chivalry, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. You're right.
Yeah.
You're spot on. The men have to front load all the traditional gender roles or whatever. They have to front load it. But it's interesting. So I guess the question again, though, comes to what do women do?
What do you want them to do?
I'm asking you. I know what I want women to do.
Like, what do I do? Or
but
like,
what do you do? What do any women do really?
Okay, so now tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. So I took this girl to Trulux, and she orders the prime ribeye medium with the king crab truffle butter. It looked amazing. It looked amazing. She doesn't finish it, puts it in to-go box. We end up leaving. I drop her off at her place. She gives me the weakest side hug ever. I was like, all right, I can tell. Like, I'm never probably going to see you again. I was fine with that, but cool. I get to driving up the street. I'm probably like 3 minutes up the road, and I see her calling, and then I look in the back seat, and I see the to-go box. Am I wrong for putting my phone on do not disturb? I hit her back once I got home, but am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Right.
I like
I'm
the
with
fact
you when
that
you're
you
right.
did that. I'm like the fact that you did that because the way she treated you, right? When she got out the car, and you got to be able to read body language. You got to understand mannerisms. You understand in that situation, she knew she didn't like you, but she basically saw you as the food guy. You were the food guy. I'm glad you kept that meal, young bull. I'm glad you kept that meal.
Yeah.
You got to understand, never date the women you like. Don't chase after women you like. Date the ones that like you. It makes the transition into doing what you want so much more smoother and peaceful. Women know they have no interest in those type of individuals. They're really not attracted to them. But, oh, wait, you want to take me out? Oh, a free meal? They're definitely going. They're definitely going. You got to be able to decipher the two, especially a woman that would say, we have to go to certain restaurants. We got to go on a certain outing for it to be considered a date.
Yeah.
That's a red flag in itself.
Yeah. I think the thing is, but he picked up on it earlier. He said she gave him the weakest goodbye ever. Right. It probably meant that he wasn't going to see her again. So he picked up on it. Maybe it was a little bit too late. She had already got the meal out of, because it's hard to tell, Ocho, because like, let's go out to eat. I want to get to know you, so forth and so on. So everybody's saying all the right things. It's not until you actually get on there, you get to talking and everything that you like, nah, this is probably not it.
Yeah. And you know what, one thing, and I hate, and I can share this, because of my dating experiences, the one thing I hate about dating or meeting someone new is you never know who they really are, because all you're meeting their representative.
Correct.
You meet everybody's representative, and you never know a person's true colors until things aren't going well. It's easy. It's easy to be in love. It's easy to be all happy and when things are going right. You know, when the situation itself is beneficial and it's convenient, but you never see a person's true colors until shit goes wrong. True. And that's when you know who you really have. And I hate that it has to come to that for those true intentions to be revealed.
And the kicker about this is that the women nowadays would expect the man to do the right thing. And that would mean giving me my stuff, paying for extravagant dates, regardless of the side hug, regardless of the weak side hug. Okay, I see, I'll text you. Just weak communication, weak conversation, all of it. They would expect you to go the extra mile, to be the good guy and complete the date. That means even though you probably know they don't like you, pay for the bill, pay for the Uber, or however she's getting home, take her home, open her door, open all of the doors, walk her to her door. Hey, all right, thank you for everything. Okay, good night. Side hug with light pat on the back, and then go to your car. Oh, hey, you forgot your takeout. Oh, thank you so much. Expect you to send them flowers. Hey, I really had a nice time. All of that, the whole entire experience, knowing they're about to block you as soon as the night is over. They would expect you to do that.
Like all the time?
I live in Miami.
Where at?
Downtown.
Oh, okay. I stay in Wynwood.
You stay in Wynwood?
Yeah.
I feel like we should go somewhere and just drink.
Yeah.
What do you do for like a career?
What I do?
Oh, she called me. Yeah, what do you do?
I do what it takes.
Oh. What does that mean?
You gotta find out.
Oh, then I won't tell you too much about myself.
We'll find out soon enough, right? It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Depends.
Like, can we like go somewhere?
Where you wanna go?
I want alcohol.
For real?
Yes.
All right,
I don't want to waste my night. You know what I mean? Where are we going?
There's nowhere to go. It's 5:30 in the morning.
We're going to Mars.
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 Is it a place? You're not talking about the planet.
He's talking about the planet.
Oh.
So funny. Nice meeting you too. All
Save
right.
my number?
Yeah, okay. I will. Get home safe.
Okay. That didn't sound so promising.
I said I will.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All
What's
right.
your Instagram?
I don't be on social media like that. I don't.
Really? Nothing.
Not really. I'm low key. Very low key. Out the way.
I don't believe that in anybody.
I'm very out the way.
So the best way to reach you is through phone number.
Yes. So I hope you remember me. All right?
And what are you going to remember me by?
Sophia.
Well, I'm glad you remembered so far.
I got good memory.
I have better memory.
You do?
Okay, well, bye.
All right.
I'll see you maybe tomorrow.
If a woman has the attitude, what do I need men for? My assignment is answer that question. So what do I need men for? I've done a lot of informal surveys. I'd ask the women, think about how many women that you know are for you. They're your friends. How many women does it take to make you feel as safe as one man you know is for you? And I watch them and they're thinking and thinking and thinking. And then they start to shake their heads. There is no number of women that makes a woman feel as safe as one man that she knows is for her. If a woman is leading with sexuality and bringing out take energy in men, they're either scary or she's sure she can manipulate them, but she's still not going to feel safe. Where if he's charmed and enchanted by her, which causes a man to care, you guys closely guard caring. Something else I learned from men, it's your biggest expenditure of energy. And it has this paradox. Women think men are simple. Men even say men are simple. No, not caring can feel like freedom, but not caring can turn into, I have no purpose. My life it's not for anything, right? And then men have said, when a woman needs something from me, I have a purpose.
I think that's deeply concerning is that like all of the older women, when I say older, like 50 plus, are strongly passionate about younger women, 20s, 30s, not getting married. It's like you can see your future and they're telling you exactly what.
You know what I find interesting? When you listen to married women speak about marriage and married men speak about marriage, this is typically what they say, right? The man usually says, she's always nagging and nothing I ever do is good enough, right? And then you listen to a woman who's married and she complains about the marriage and she always says he doesn't do enough. Now, y'all remember that lady who got on here and who was complaining about how she almost divorced her husband because he didn't put the dishes in the dishwasher after coming home from work? But here's the thing. She stayed at home. Right? And then you hear this other topic about if your husband got off of a 12-hour shift, right? 12-hour shift at work. She feels like she should be able to hand the baby over to her husband after he gets home from his 12-hour shift. Because she wants time to relax. Now, everybody's saying, well, he still needs to be a father. Okay, cool. Let's switch the roles. Let's say you were working a 12-hour shift at the factory, at the warehouse, at the construction site, right? You get home after 12 hours. Your husband is a stay-at-home father. When you walk through the door, your husband hands you a baby. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Because it's silly. He works for 12 hours, sleeps for 8. 12-hour work, sleep 8. That's 20 hours out of 24. He has 4 hours to himself. And 2 of those is getting ready for work, going to work, and coming back. So dude has 2 hours. 2 hours. And you can't even give him 30 minutes when he walks through the door? I know what the problem is. Women are never content. Like, there's never enough. Like, they never have enough. That's why men always complain, nothing I ever do is enough. Women will complain, he's the greatest man I've ever met. He's great, but it's still not enough. Listen to what a woman who's been married complains about. It's always she wants what? More. What does a married man complain about? It's never enough. So yeah, you could be completely miserable in your marriage if you don't learn contentment.
To the untrained eye, that may come off as some innocent joke, but we all know every joke contains some truth. I think it's time for us to look more closely into who we decided to marry. Because our initial impact, I was like, I don't really like this joke, but whatever. And then I go into the comment section. This is where things get interesting. Rose says, when my dad retired, my mom cried for a week. You gotta be kidding me, with 26.1 thousand likes. You know how much someone gotta hate you for them to cry for a whole week just because you retired? Mind you, retiring is a good thing. Boy, that's wild. But anyways, Mama Lynn says, nothing's going to be clean no matter how much you clean it for that entire week. Okay, so what? And if it's really that big of a deal, you sit down with your husband, you have a conversation. Hey, when I'm cleaning something, I don't need y'all to come and dirty it. And if y'all do dirty it, clean it up yourself. Jasmine90 says, so we all don't like our husbands to be at home. Yeah, of course y'all don't. Y'all just want workhorses. Y'all want men that go to work nonstop, pay all the bills. They never get to actually enjoy none of the money that they've made at said job. Like, how horrible of an individual you gotta be to marry someone and not want to be around them in any way, shape, or form, especially for an extended period of time. And that comment got 9,000 plus likes. This is insane. Viola T says, mine recently retired and I am in hell. 15.9 thousand likes. Viola, why would you marry a man just to feel like you were in hell with him? The decisions y'all make. Y'all marry people y'all don't like. Y'all just marry men that are going to pay your bills and take care of you. It's not because you actually want to be with this person. You deserve to be in hell for that. Cody says, my husband works from home now, going on 4 years of it. Send help. 2,000 plus likes. After a while, it comes to a point where these things are not even jokes anymore. Too many women are saying the same thing. Like, there's no way. That God says, may this love never find me. And the creator that created the original video sent him this response with the stale face. Yeah, may that love never find me as well. Because why wouldn't you want to be around your partners, let alone someone you married? Kat says, no, because why would they do that? Because they got vacation or they want to be at home. They want to enjoy the money that they've made at this job. They've been working nonstop probably. That's why they would do that, Kat. Blue Lansonberry says, what is it like to be married to someone you don't like? ? The creator of the original video says, I don't know, Blue Lansonberry. My husband is a happy camper. Don't you worry, buddy. Yeah, their husbands are always happy campers when they doing some fun online. I'll be damned. I'm working my ass off, breaking my damn back, and my wife is at home, taken care of. And instead of reciprocating, she's online making videos about hating the fact that I'm going to be home for a week. Get the out of here, man. Kale says, OMG, I found my people. You know, this is all fun and games until one of their husbands sees this post, see them in the comments on this post, and decide to, go his separate way. And then all of a sudden, men ain't. But you know what? I know they ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
And you, by way of the comments, and make sure you go and follow him. Go check out Self Checkout. I think he's on IG and YouTube, as it says down there. Go check him out. And you see that a lot of these women, they just, once again, we point back to the article about men being a humiliation, or dating men being a humiliation ritual. Having a man is a humiliation ritual. It's embarrassing, is what they say. But here they are online being an embarrassment. Who would want to pay for this? Once again, it's jokes from these types of women, always at the husband's expense. But if a man comes through and has a joke for him and people laugh, and really honestly and truly, it could be like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people that liked it and really engaged with it, versus what she gets here, hundreds of thousands of people liking and engaging it. She'll look at those, say for instance, 5,000 people, and this has 5,600 comments alone. We're talking about maybe he gets 5,600 people to like it. The comment ratio on that is probably going to be closer to 100 comments. You probably got 100,000, 200,000 people liking this. But because a few people laugh at you and you're the butt of somebody else's joke, you get mad. But it's okay for you to joke about the man and him to be the butt of your jokes.
We hear women come up and talk about how successful they are and how intimidated men are, and they never say a word about their character. And I just can't help but think about how turned off women get when men lead with money and lead with accomplishment and end up having nothing but unavailability and coldness and lack of emotional development, because that unfortunately is what it takes to succeed in certain career fields. You can look it up. And for some reason, women think that the success that they've amassed has somehow happened without them becoming devoid of a lot of the personality and relationships that men are devoid of. And they flex their accomplishments and money the same way men do, and somehow we make it different every time. Every time. No disrespect to you, but you didn't say about being a good woman. Nothing.
Why
you didn't say no.
I'm
Fuck
just gonna,
all that, bro. Didn't say nothing
I
about.
can tell you what.
This is about a larger point. This is not about her as an individual. We don't hear I'm successful, I got my degree, and I've been in therapy the last 3 years working out my issues. I just bought a house, and I also identified my childhood trauma and it took inventory over my baggage, and I got it out the way. Oh, also I'm loyal. My time management is on point. I do what I say I'm gonna do. I'm considerate. We never hear any of it. What I hear is when say that y'all act like When men say that y'all have turned into alphas, what we're talking about is the worst parts of manhood. Y'all have taken it on. Now, the problem with men is that we won't admit that those are the worst parts of us too. But shorty, y'all have taken the worst parts of what it means to be successful, and y'all wear that like a badge. Look at what it's done to us. If you need an example of what it looks like to only live in your accomplishments, look at the black men around you. You in a city full of them. Look at how devoid they are. Look at what it took them to get to where they are. Look at how underdeveloped some of them are emotionally. This is what you want? Is this what we gonna do, to let accomplishments be band-aids for that?
This is absolutely ridiculous. This woman isn't upset because those men are staring at her. She's actually upset that they're not looking at her. That's right. She's so arrogant and thinks that what she's doing is so impressive that everybody in the gym should be looking at her, to the point where she says they were trying so hard not to look. And because those men aren't looking at her, one of the gentlemen saw this and commented. She replied it was his fault, the energy was off, and if she wasn't such a strong woman, she would have left the gym. He said she was entitled and reaching, which of course she was. But hey, that's social media and main character syndrome in 2025. Anything to be a victim or get attention, even when there is literally nobody doing a damn thing to you. You're ridiculous. Grow up. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
This woman look at this picture every day. You crying? Why are you crying?
First of all, it's the song. I was listening to Grateful by Hezekiah Walker. But it's like,
Yes.
where you at?
I caught mommy crying.
Mommy crying?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
The picture of
Mommy
us.
is very happy. It's like, I look at this and it's not just a picture of happiness. Like, I am genuinely happy. Yes.
You crying?
Yeah, mommy's crying, man.
Because you're happy?
Yeah. I'm so grateful for you guys, for real. Just you guys in general. I'm very grateful that you guys are my kids and that daddy's my husband.
What does being divorced, 46, as a single mom look like? Because I don't know how I got here. And here I am.
I don't have answers, but I got boundaries.
Remember those clips that I said that went viral not too long ago?
But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side?
Lightweight offensive. No, I'm not. I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
He's the best man I know.
We love Freddie. We love
He really
Freddie.
is. I married him because he's like my dad. He's very loyal, very compassionate, so funny, an awesome guy. And in our 13 years of being together, there was never any lies, no betrayal, no cheating, nothing.
Now, if I was to guess, I would say that the divorce was predicated on the foundation of wanting children at that portion of her life. She was a career-oriented woman and didn't want life interrupted by motherhood. The man that she divorced currently has children.
But the truth is, I am now looking at the world with my own eyes, rather than eyes that I feel pretended to see what I wanted to see instead of what I was really seeing.
Eyes wide open now, because after divorce and having a child now, I can just see everything so clearly. It's not about what the world puts upon me, it's about what I think. You're 46 years old. At what point were you not supposed to figure this out on your own? It's just wild to me to watch grown-ass women figure out high school level when they're about to hit damn menopause. Like, it just...
At 53, I am no longer the focus of male attention.
Listen to the cope.
And because
Watch.
I'm no longer the focus of male attention, I'm no longer seeking male validation. If I had gotten divorced earlier, even when I was like in my early 40s, I don't know if I would have been able to be in this space right now. I think I still might have been in the place of seeking male attention and male validation. I would have gotten myself into the same trap.
Listen to the way that she frames this through her cope of her situation of no longer receiving the gaze from men is that she spent her whole life imprisoned by the male gaze. Like it was men that forced her to love this attention and to center her life around that. That has nothing to do with men. There is never any real accountability when you listen to them speak. Somehow it always becomes the man's fault.
And you'll notice for both of these ladies how reckless they're talking. Completely reckless. Just running their mouths. I think for the first one, what's her name? Just reckless. And a woman is like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, I just mean be quiet. Stop talking. Quit talking. Y'all talk too much is what the problem is. And for some reason, y'all get on daytime. Well, I guess it's because women are watching it. Then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm telling y'all, man, we sit up here and talking about what they like to label locker room talk and how terrible it is that men do this. But then men, at least men, and I'm not condoning it, but at least men would do it in a locker room. At least they would do it in a locker room. These modern women don't have the frame of mind. They don't have the presence of mind to say, well, maybe we shouldn't be saying this out loud. Maybe we shouldn't be talking like this. I'm glad you did, because now men know exactly what you're talking about. But you don't care about that. You don't think it's going to have a bearing on you or an effect on you until a man says, ooh, I don't think I want to be in this relationship. Oh, and by the way, you'll notice that for both of these women in the situation, their husband said exactly that. Can you believe it? For the first one, Jeezy was like, you know what? I'm out. And for the second one, her husband or ex-husband was a veteran. And he said, you know what? I'm out. And I don't want you getting any of my 401k. You need to leave.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but as a woman, I want to give you a word of advice. Don't date black men. Black men are the worst. They're disrespectful. They don't care about women. All they do is cheat, lie, and steal. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm a mother of 3 and I have 3 different baby daddies. I also have had 20 bodies in the last month. But I'm letting you know now with the type of woman that I am, like the high value woman that I am, I bring a lot to the table. You know, obviously, who doesn't want a woman with kids? Who doesn't want a woman, you know, that's been used up and ran through? But I do highly recommend to stop talking to black men, because they're not going to help you. They're not going to bend over backwards for you. They're not going to do anything for you. You know, they should take care of women with kids. They should use their hard-earned money on us, but guess what? They don't. You know why? Because they're sassy. They're sassy. All they do is they want to do each other because they're sassy. That's all they are. And I'm telling you right now, if you knew what they do behind closed doors with their homeboys, you'd be afraid of them too. I'm telling you now, you ask them for money, they won't give it to you. Last time I asked a man for $60K, I had to dump him because he couldn't provide that. And you know what I need in this world? A provider. And do you know what else I need? A man who's gonna what? Stand up for himself and do things for his queen. Right, ladies? Clock it, ladies. If he's not making $1 million within a couple of minutes, what is the point of dealing with him? And if this man is not going to stop following girls and liking their pictures, then why be with him? Oh, don't forget, I also post bikini pictures. I also bust it wide on social media and do twerking videos. But I do have God quotes in my bio. Yes, God quotes are in my bio because the Lord is within me. And we all know the Lord doesn't judge. So, of course, my OF link is in my bio. Go ahead and check it out. It's called creamybuttons.com. Go ahead. That's the link. You guys will see it. But before I even get further into this, please keep God in your life and understand that these men are not good for you, especially black men, because they're the ones who are going to use you. That's all they do is use women, and they don't appreciate you. And when you actually, you know, tell a man what you need and what you want, he can't provide. So don't even waste your time, ladies. You know how stupid that sounds? That's exactly how you sound when you come on this damn platform talking about black men need to pay for me. Black men needed this. Get a goddamn job. You know what's crazy? You guys can get BBLs, dentures, and stupid Easter basket wigs that looked up, but you can't buy yourself your own. You guys don't even know how to cook food from scratch. You don't even bake no more. You'd rather sell your butthole online than make a meal. If you can't make cookies from scratch, if you can't make food from scratch, if you can't make mac and cheese, stop asking a man to provide for you. You're not even a godly or a traditional woman. Cállate, yeah.
How to play a player.
Black woman asked her first date to meet her at a nail salon and pay her $500 bill. The man cleverly retaliated against her. The two met through a dating app and agreed to meet in person for the first time. The man said he followed the location she sent him, expecting a cafe or a public place, but he was surprised when he arrived and saw it was a nail salon. According to his account, the woman immediately told him that if he paid her $500 beauty bill, she would take him back to her home afterward. He said he already felt uncomfortable with the setup and began regretting the date, especially after noticing a bandage on her knee that made him question the entire situation. Still, he did not directly turn her down. Instead, he pretended to agree to her request and even encouraged her to add more services. As a result, the bill increased to nearly $1,000. Salon staff said the man waited until the service was almost done, then quietly left the building, got in his car, and drove away. The woman reportedly became upset when she learned he had disappeared and that she was responsible for the full bill. Some people argue the man should have been honest and declined the request instead of misleading her. Others believe he avoided being taken advantage of, saying she set up the date with the expectation he would pay for unrelated beauty services. Do you think the man handled the situation correctly?
I'm playing the game, but he's playing harder.
But the vow is really just a litmus test for, are you willing to do a completely benign, harmless thing if your man asks for it?
I just don't think I'm comfortable doing it.
But demonstrate the harm.
I just don't feel like, it just doesn't feel right in my head to do it.
You can't say, I want all the chivalrous stuff, but your husband asks you to do one minor subservient act, and you're like, no, why would I do that?
Do you want a guy to like open the car door for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want a guy to observe the sidewalk rule, so when you're walking down the street, he's closer to where the cars are.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a guy to pay for the first date?
Yeah.
Second date?
Yeah.
All dates?
Preferably.
Okay. All right. So what are the things that women do that are equivalent or commensurate to the various chivalrous acts that women want or sometimes even demand or expect at the very forefront of dating and relationships?
I feel like it depends on the person. I mean,
They don't do anything.
What kind of car is this? Is this like a Toyota model or?
Audi A4.
Is this one of like the oldest models?
I mean, yeah, it's like an A4.
Oh,
Still
A-
really expensive though.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. The girls that I was with in the past, they had like a BMW with like Forgiato rims. What happened over here? You hit something?
I guess, yeah. So do you want to get in the car or?
I mean, where are we going?
I mean, we can go back to my place or yours and hang out.
Ah, I knew it. This whole time you just wanted me to get back to your place so you could sleep with me.
What?
I'm just some to you. I'm just community.
No.
You just want to sleep with me.
No, I don't want to sleep. We don't have to sleep together. I want.
We ate at Chili's and now you want to me.
No, I want to hang out with you.
I'm sure you say that to everybody. You just want to hang out. You want my.
I cleared my whole schedule for you. Like, what did you want to do?
Yo, there's a skating rink.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Bowling?
Girl, do I look like I could bowl? Be for real, bowling? I thought you had a whole plan for today.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Is there anything like you want to do in particular?
You're asking me what I want to do on our date that you're supposed to plan. Be for real.
You just want me. You just want me for my. I'm a slab of meat.
Of course not. You know what I'm saying? No, of course not. Stop. Chill out. Let's just get into the car and then we can just hang out and figure out what we're doing, okay? Come on.
My wife?
Let me see. Gorgeous.
All right, show us your phone.
Show me yours. Wow. Stunning.
I have multiple wives. Photo ops, we're on it. Uber's waiting for me.